Hello there. Just moments ago I got through my first ever screening of Ferrari, directed by Michael Mann and starring Adam Driver, Penelope Cruz, Shailene Woodley and Patrick Dempsey. This is the story about Enzo Ferrari, the guy who owned the car company Ferrari, whose fortunes are in decline. He has a wife and a mistress. That creates its own drama or dramatic elements right there. And this is the first Michael Mann film since Black Hat film, which I really loved. But how does Ferrari stand alongside Mann's previous pictures? I would say probably in the second tier. It's not one of the absolute best Michael Mann films out there. It's not anywhere on the level of, you know, his best work with Heat, with The Insider, Collateral, and I absolutely love Black Hat. It's not on that level at all, no. It's got some great things about it. I would single out the sound design, Cruz's performance as Enzo's wife, long-suffering wife. She has there's a shot of her right at the beginning of this where she's by the grave of their dead son, and there's no dialogue, and she's projecting this. She's remembering something happy and then she becomes sad. Amazing shot. And quite startled that she didn't get an Oscar nomination for this, because she definitely gave the best performance in the movie. Now, Adam Driver, I am not really an Adam Driver fan. I liked him in The Dead Don't Die, which was that offbeat zombie comedy with Bill Murray and Tilda Swinton. Really enjoyed that, but I'm not really a fan of his in general. But I have to say, I found him very convincing as Enzo Ferrari. He is very stoic, so there's a lot of like shots of him just sort of looking like a bit of a stone. But then again, that was kind of what I think he and Mann were going for with the portrayal of this real life person. And so in that sense, it definitely is authentic. The car racing scenes in this are superb. There aren't as many of them perhaps as something like Rush. And it's certainly not like the documentary Senna, which was superb as well. But they are very well filmed, edited seamlessly by Pietro Scalia, who also should have got an Oscar nomination. And so Ferrari, yeah, I did enjoy it. About 3/4 of the way through, I took a break and then continued watching it again this afternoon. At the time, after watching that first hour and a half, I thought to myself, maybe this film doesn't have legs, maybe it doesn't have much replay value to it. But actually, yeah, it does. And there's one bit in the last quarter of the film, I won't spoil it, but it is shocking. The way and the way it's done is in a very matter-of-fact way as well. It's not sensationalized, but definitely went whoa, you know. And if you've seen the film, you know exactly the moment I'm talking about. But yeah, amazing sequence and a good film. I would say probably the right length for what it is. You've got the drama mostly of what's going on with the wife and the mistress. You've got his business, which is kind of really on the brink of collapse. He needs to win races and make some deals. His wife is kind of got him on a hook, literally, which is quite an interesting dynamic. Yeah, Michael Mann's Ferrari. I give the film 4 out of 5 stars. I will watch it again, probably not for a while, but I've got the Blu-ray. It looks amazing, it sounds great. Shame there's no commentary by Michael Mann. I do enjoy his commentary, especially on like Manhunter, Heat and Collateral. Excellent. But Ferrari, he's definitely continuing to push himself. As John Voight once said in an interview about making of Ali, you know, he knows what each new device does, each new camera, and he's always pushing himself. And you can see that, you know, even though he's got some great films behind him, unlike say someone like Steven Spielberg or even Martin Scorsese, who it could be argued are just kind of sort of hanging on, as it were, Mann I think he's got maybe 2 or 3 more great films in him, maybe more. I would love to see another 7 or 8 movies out of him, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, he's been turning them out one a decade, so it's not as prolific as his 80s and 90s output, but yeah, pretty good. So that's Ferrari. Highly recommended, 4 out of 5 stars. Check it out. It's on Blu-ray and DVD now. For more film and soundtrack reviews, please visit Betty Jo Tucker's website, Real Talk Movie Reviews. On Facebook, you'll find my pages, Hypnotic Movie Reviews, Book Reviews, and Soundtrack Reviews. I'm Richard Jack Smith. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.